Bautista, the throw to the plate. Mercado's out, and we're going to extra.
Other than the World Series, baseball fans don't look forward to anything more than the World Baseball Classic. And after 6 long years, it's finally back. Due to COVID-19, the World Baseball Classic was delayed, and now that it's back, fans are ecstatic. Why is it such a sought-after event? Because countries all around the world bring their best baseball players together to play for extreme bragging rights. There's nothing better. With Major League Baseball superstars like Mike Trout, Nolan Arenado, JT Realmuto, and Mookie Betts, the United States are coming to play. But are they the favorites to win it all? Countries like the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Japan have some major league studs that are looking to play their hearts out for their country. In this video, we're going to be looking at 8 countries competing in the 2023 World Baseball Classic to figure out who the best team is. Let me know who you think is the best baseball country in the world in the comments. United States of America. This team is full of all-stars. Los Angeles Angels center fielder Mike Trout is arguably the best baseball player in the world and the star, pun intended, of his team. In 2022, Trout posted a .999 OPS while hitting 40 home runs, 28 doubles, and a .283 batting average. Trout alone propels this team. But add-on players like reigning NL MVP Paul Goldschmidt, a guy who hit 46 home runs in Kyle Schwarber, and speedy on-base machines like Trey Turner. And this team is quietly one of the most talented rosters ever brought together. The reigning World Baseball Classic champions look to repeat in 2023. But there are some countries that would like to take the throne. With a pitching staff consisting of all-star arms like San Francisco Giants ace Logan Webb, Yankees Nestor Cortez, legendary Dodgers lefty Clayton Kershaw, and Diamondback stud Merrill Kelly, who had a combined ERA of 2.75 in 2022. Other countries should be terrified to step up to the plate. But some countries have a talent that competes with the United States, such as the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic has put together quite possibly the best baseball roster in the country's history. Some of the best young players in baseball are playing for the Dominican Republic in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, such as reigning AL Rookie of the Year Julio Rodriguez, San Diego Padres superstar outfielder Juan Soto, and Toronto Blue Jays superstar first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Julio Rodriguez, for example, had an amazing 2022 season for the Mariners, posting a .853 OPS while hitting 28 home runs and 25 doubles, with a .284 batting average and Gold Glove level defense in center field. Crazy thing is, Rodriguez probably isn't even the best player on this team. That may go to somebody in this loaded rotation, with Marlins Sandy Alcantara as their ace, Astros Christian Javier, and new Marlin Johnny Cueto, who had a combined REA of 2.72 in 2022. The Dominican Republic may be powerhouses in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, but their neighbors are just as talented. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, who are managed by YADIER MOLINA, by the way, has an absolutely stacked lineup. Probably the best player on the team is New York Mets superstar shortstop Francisco Lindor, who in 2022 posted a .788 OPS while hitting 26 home runs and 26 doubles, with a .270 batting average. Lindor is joined by 2017 World Baseball Classic hero for the United States, Marcus Stroman, in the rotation. Stroman had an outstanding 2017 World Baseball Classic for the United States, playing a massive part in them winning the whole thing. Arguably the best closer in all of baseball, Edwin Diaz, is also taking part in the World Baseball Classic on behalf of Puerto Rico. In 2022, Diaz had an insane 1.31 ERA, with 118 strikeouts and only 18 walks in 62 innings. Basically, Diaz strikes out 10 batters before he gives up 1 walk. The guy is insane. Oh, and he also saved 32 games for the Mets in 2022. We very well might hear the trumpets in the World Baseball Classic, and that would be an awesome sight to see. Now, Puerto Rico might have the best closer in baseball, but these guys might have the best player in baseball. Japan. Japan is an absolute sleeper in the World Baseball Classic, providing some of Major League Baseball's best players and Nippon Professional Baseball's best players on the same team. Taking the role of best player on this Japan team is Los Angeles Angels two-way unicorn Shohei Ohtani. If you're a baseball fan, you know the story of Shohei Ohtani, one of baseball's best hitters and pitchers at the same time. In 2022, Ohtani posted a .875 OPS at the plate, with 34 home runs and 40 doubles, along with a .273 batting average. Oh, and the dude also had a Cy Young caliber season on the mound, producing a 2.33 ERA, with 219 strikeouts and 44 walks in 166 innings. This guy is not fair. Every baseball player on the planet is terrified when they face Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani isn't the only good player on Japan, however. Joining him will be the recent Nippon Professional Baseball imports, outfielders Seiya Suzuki and Masataka Yoshida, along with San Diego Padres ace Yu Darvish. Darvish joins Ohtani in what may be the most slept-on starting rotation in the entire World Baseball Classic. In 2022, the 5-time All-Star had a 3.10 ERA with 197 strikeouts and 37 walks in 194.2 innings. Ohtani, alongside Darvish, looked to shut down opposing lineups, and that will be no small task, especially with this next country, Cuba. Cuba is looking to be super underrated in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Leading the fray for the Cubans is Chicago White Sox rising star Luis Robert. In 2022, Robert posted a .746 OPS, with 12 home runs and 18 doubles, along with a .284 batting average. Joining the young stud in Cuba is White Sox teammate Yoan Moncada, and somebody a fan of 2015 baseball will absolutely love to hear, Yoenis Cespedes. Cespedes was an absolute tank at the plate in his prime, posting a .870 OPS, with 35 home runs and 42 doubles, along with a .291 batting average in 2015. If he can bring that same production to the World Baseball Classic, Cuba will be in a really good spot to upset some people. Cuba also has an elite ace to compete with the likes of Shohei Ohtani, Logan Webb, and Sandy Alcantara in Yariel Rodriguez. Rodriguez, in 2022, for Nippon Professional Baseball, posted a 1.15 ERA with 60 strikeouts and 18 walks in 54.2 innings. The casual fan may not know much about Yariel Rodriguez, but they will learn in the 2023 World Baseball Classic how good he can be. Cuba has a very slept-on roster, and don't be surprised if they make a run for the ages in 2023. This next team has some elite talent at the plate, much like most of these teams. Venezuela. Venezuela has some absolutely insane Major League talent, led by perennial MVP candidate Ronald Acuna Jr. In 2022, Acuna Jr. posted a .764 OPS, with 15 home runs and 24 doubles, to go along with a .266 batting average. That happens to be the worst season of Acuna Jr.'s young career, as he is among baseball's best players when he's healthy. Joining Acuna Jr. for Venezuela is a sea of talented major leaguers, including World Series champion and former AL MVP Jose Altuve, Guardians young stud Andres Jimenez, newly acquired Miami Marlin Luis Arraez, who happened to be the MLB batting champ in 2022, and one of the greatest players to ever play the sport, Miguel Cabrera. Hard-hitting catcher Salvador Perez is also planning on playing for Venezuela. The Venezuelan pitching staff is great too, having pitchers like Twins' Pablo Lopez, Phillies' Ranger Suarez, and Rangers' Martin Perez rounding out their rotation. Group D is absolutely loaded, with Venezuela, the Dominican Republic, and others. But Venezuela is looking to have a real good chance at winning it all. However, Venezuela isn't the only country that has some really underrated Major League talent. Netherlands. The Netherlands are a huge sleeper in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. The most notable name on this Netherlands team is the newest member of the San Diego Padres, Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts signed a huge deal with the Padres in the 2022 offseason, and it's clear why he was so sought after. In 2022, Bogaerts posted a .833 OPS with 15 home runs and 38 doubles, along with a .307 batting average. An outstanding season at the plate. If Xander can recreate that in any way during the 2023 World Baseball Classic, the Netherlands are going to be a scary sight. Other notable players for the Netherlands are Tigers' Jonathan Schoop, Didi Gregorius, and legendary Gold Glover Andrelton Simmons. Simmons hasn't played a game in a while, but he is absolutely a fan favorite in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. The Netherlands is absolutely looking to compete for the whole thing this year, and with Xander Bogaerts and Andrelton Simmons leading the way, there's a very good chance that they succeed. This next country also has some elite veterans and a nasty ace. Mexico. Mexico is looking to be one of the best all-around teams in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, with players like Rays' Randy Arozarena, Blue Jays' Alejandro Kirk, Diamondbacks' Alek Thomas, and Red Sox' Alex Verdugo leading the way for the Mexican lineup. Where Mexico really shines, though, is in their rotation. Los Angeles Dodgers ace Julio Urias leads the way for Mexico in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. In 2022, Urias posted an NL-leading 2.16 ERA with 166 strikeouts and 41 walks in 175 innings. Urias finished third in NL Cy Young voting, solidifying him as one of the best pitchers in the game. Following up Urias is Philadelphia Philly Taijuan Walker and Angels young stud Patrick Sandoval. Mexico also has a very underrated bullpen, headed by Cardinals flamethrower Giovanni Gallegos. Mexico has some real MLB talent, just like the rest of the teams we've mentioned. 8 of the best baseball countries in the world were mentioned in this video. And I want to know, who do you guys think is the best among these teams? Is it Mike Trout in the United States, Juan Soto in the Dominican Republic, Francisco Lindor in Puerto Rico, Shohei Ohtani in Japan, Luis Robert in Cuba, Ronald Acuna Jr. in Venezuela, Xander Bogaerts in the Netherlands, or Julio Urias in Mexico? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of some of the best teams the World Baseball Classic has to offer. See you guys in the next one.